All right, team, what is going on? Back today to talk to you guys about should I do more ab training or core training or midline stabilization training, whatever name you'd like to give it, coming from several CrossFit competitive people. This is a reoccurring theme. Should I do more abs? Should I do more core work? And I've got several responses, which is why I'm here today to talk to you about it. So first of all, you have to ask yourself the question, why? Like, why do you want to do more ab training? Is it just because you think they're weak? If you think they're weak, what's your evidence? Like, why? What makes you think that? Do you just feel that they are? And if you are thinking, just feeling that they are versus thinking that they are and reasons why, then if you're just feeling that they are, if you're kind of scientific minded, which I know many of you are, if you're kind of scientific minded, that means, there's no real evidence. It's just anecdotal, and it's only just you referencing yourself. I think, I feel that they're weak. So if you feel that they're weak, again, what is your evidence? Why do you think that they are? If you have recently got clean, like full Olympic lift clean PRs or a front squat PR, the evidence states that they're not weak. If you're PRing in your front squat, obviously legs and posterior chain primarily too have something to do with that. But if you can't keep your midline tight and keep your elbows up and keep that solid front rack position, well, obviously your abs aren't that weak. But so we'll just say PR, like front squat PR equals strong abs. But I'll give you a more direct answer. So should I do more abs or core work? Yes, no, and maybe. Okay? So here we go. The yes is if you need stronger back, if you need stronger transverse abdominis, that kind of belt of muscles that goes around the waistline, and if you need just stronger rectus abdominis, then yes. Beyond just saying yes, then I don't know what else to say there. If you know you're weak there, start building strength there. No, if you're doing a program that regularly includes any of the following or all of the following: front squats, cleans and any of their variations, so hang power clean, hang clean, power clean, full clean, clean and jerk, all that. Toes to bar, GHD sit-ups, L-sits, deadlift, kettlebell swings, Turkish get-ups, etc., etc. Okay? So far we've covered yes, you should do more ab work, and no, you shouldn't do more ab work. Okay? The maybe, right? Yes, no, and maybe. The maybe is if you've had back injuries and you want to prevent them. Maybe. If you can't stay upright in your cleans. Now, I don't mean that like at 1 rep max test, because 1 rep max test is going to get ugly, so you're probably going to come forward anyway. If you can't stay upright on your clean, your front squat, back squat too, can't keep, chest either for high bar nice and tall in the back squat, or at least be able to keep driving your head back coming up out of the bottom of a low bar back squat, then your midline is probably in need of some work. No big deal. I would say also that back injury and lack of midline strength may have a lot to do with lack of psoas, piriformis, it might be tight coming out of the bottom, but primarily psoas and low back strength and hamstring flexibility, then that can lead directly to severe injury. So Just ask Jarrett. Even I think Susie. I don't remember what was Susie's back problem, like what it stemmed from. But a lot of times, you find that the body position, if say these knuckles are facing forward, is the human body facing forward, the hamstrings are perpetually pulling this way, abs pulling us this way. So if we're too tight to the rear and not very strong in the midline, then that shows up pretty quick. Hence stiffness in the hamstrings, causing low back pain all the time in people, but they think it's just something wrong with their back. Back is sore, stiff, tight. They try and stretch out their back, never actually hitting the problem. Back never loosens up. They can't figure out why. Typically, the culprit is hamstrings. So those are like the primary things. Really, like more thoughts beyond any of that. So you want to get abs, you want to do like, stuff to do your 6-minute ab shredder, or like whatever you want to do. That's up to you. Beyond the yes, no, and the maybe and the reasons why, at that point you're just asking me basically for like specific program design. Program design, I've got no problem doing. Head right on over to the services page and check that out. But beyond doing the things that I do on a daily basis for like our gym people and even the competition club, like you're getting plenty work. And if you need to / want to go beyond that, well, let's do that. But if you're hard pressed to just do or want to do ab work, feel free. And will it affect your performance in the gym? You would be, like I said, hard pressed to do so much ab work that it'll drive down your performance in the gym. Now, if your abs are sufficiently strong, and it's in some ways like a small bit of vanity, and vanity is not a big deal at all. Vanity is something that drives us to do, that ego, that I, that being able to do stuff for you is no big deal if you want it, and your abs are sufficiently strong, and you still don't see your 6-pack. Then I would directly point to lifestyle factors. And that is the primary cover of the abs, because they're already there. So typically when you retain fat, your lifestyle factors, sleep, stress, food, all of that stuff is what leads to, as everybody has the abs, everybody's got abs, you wake up, you're born with them, they're just covered, so you could have the best abs in the world, but if they're covered by the slightest layer of fat, just the slightest layer, then you can't see them. You could probably feel them, but you're not seeing them. So making them bigger isn't the goal. To lean them out, or the area around them, is what's important. You have to focus on lifestyle factors to reduce your stress levels, getting the proper amount of sleep, trying to get to a point where you wake up without an alarm, you're not dying to hit this snooze button 10 times before you get up out of bed. Eating the right quantity and quality of food, all of these things are determining factors of whether your abs show or not. Because believe it or not, you've already got them. Just where they're at is probably what you're wondering. So that's it for should you do more ab work. Like we talked about, several of us talked about in the gym the other day, there's a whole litany of things that you can do. Yesterday's post about 7 body weight movements, you could do those things in combination 2-3 times a week, just at the house or wherever you want to do, outside, whatever you want to do, wherever you want to do them. You can do those and add a little bit of conditioning, little bit of low intensity conditioning, which is much better on the body, and midline work, and work on shoulder flexibility and stability, and arm strength, glute and hamstring flexibility, all in working on, in essence, what would consider to be something along the lines of an ab workout, and get great results. And that's it for today. That's it for today, y'all. We've covered, should I do more ab work? Yes, no, and maybe. Some more thoughts. And that's really it. I heard word around the gym that everybody thinks to improve your aerobic base, you should just be doing a bunch of running. Now, while you can do running to improve your aerobic base and your overall fitness, how, when, and why are big factors. And we'll talk about that next time. That's it for today. Drop a comment, let me know any ideas on things that you would like to do, personal tweaks. Again, personal program design. Just go over to the services part of the website. Check there. Hit me up at matt@crossfit-hr.com, and I'd be more than happy to help you out. All right, that's it for now. See y'all next time.